few years ago, Nickelodeon released this channel called Nickelodeon Gas, or several years ago actually. It was pretty much dedicated to just showing all of their old sports shows, like Double Dare, Guts, Legend of the Hidden Temple, all that good stuff. And it was alright, it was pretty good. I liked watching that. I watch it usually maybe after school sometimes, or during the summer. And it was alright, but it wasn't really a big channel I watched because it was just dedicated to sports, and I'm not a huge sports person, except when it comes to the Cardinals, who are just doing terrible right now for some reason, but they were doing good all summer, and now they're terrible, but it was a pretty good summer. Just an alright kind of channel. But then suddenly, it disappeared. And I'm not sure really 100% what happened to it. It's just, maybe it got low ratings or something, but after a while they got rid of it. And then another one they got later was called The End. It was pretty much kind of like a 24-hour SNICK, or Teen-Nick, which it later got renamed. So, and it showed programs like Zoe 101, Drake and Josh, good show. I said that before actually, but just pretty much a lot of the comedies from the late 90s to mid 2000s or so. That's pretty much their lineup, and it's pretty good. Really, the only show I ever watched on there would be Drake and Josh, because it's a funny show, but maybe once in a while there's Zoe 101, but other than that, I didn't care about the other shows. I didn't care about Degrassi, or whatever it's called. I didn't care about any of their other original programming, or the awards. I didn't care about that stuff, but it's an alright channel. It's pretty good. Then, a few years back, they surprised everyone. It didn't get taken down, but they released a blog called The 90s Are All That. It was a blog dedicated to, well, the 90s shows. And, it pretty much just showed pretty much all of their shows from the 90s. Well, actually, not all of them, but a good chunk of them. The only problem was that it was on Teen Nick. And not everyone gets Teen Nick. Because for about the first year or so it was on, I didn't get it. Because we had a more basic, not basic, but just not as good as the one I guess we have now for it, but for our cable, but that was for about the first year, so I had to miss it completely. But when I ever did look on a TV, I have noticed one thing. They pretty much always had the same shows. It would pretty much always be Rugrats, Doug, Keenan and Kel, and all that. Pretty much those were always the four main shows. Maybe once in a while they would show Hey Arnold and Rocko's Modern Life. And I think at one point they did change it to, they replaced Doug and then showed Hey Arnold instead. So, and that's pretty much what they show now. And I do like the shows. I like them, but it gets old just watching the same ones on and on and on. Because just, I mean, it's a blog dedicated to the 90s shows. You should just take advantage of it. They even haven't showed Pete and Pete yet. Not once, from my knowledge. Not once. And they show, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Barely. I think it's just pretty much every Halloween. So just, they really haven't taken advantage of this block. It got stale fast, so. That was pretty much the bad thing about it. Just pretty much showing the exact same shows over and over again. And once in a while, they would show some others, and just others were completely forgotten about, even the ones that were highly questioned. But all of that aside, they announced something different a few days ago. As some of you may know, about a week and a half ago, they announced that they plan on reviving a few of the old shows like Rugrats and Hey Arnold. So, and I'm on board with that. I think it's pretty good as long as they don't mess it up or anything, but because I think it would be good to go and show a new generation of kids some of the programming we grew up with. And if anyone's like, we need to move on. Well, we watched Looney Tunes when we were kids. we watched, what's it called, Tom and Jerry when we were kids, and they had their revivals. I'm guessing some of the people out there are like, what's it, Space Jam, but that's a 90s thing. And I'm pretty sure not all the kids from the 50s don't like that show, so whatever. But Nickelodeon went and released this thing called the Splat. And we don't know much about it yet, but it seems that it's going to be a 90s network. Just a complete 24-hour 90s network channel. But we know very little about it yet. All it says is that the Splat is coming on their main site, and I'll also put a link down below to the site and the Facebook. And on their Facebook, they have released a couple things. I think the logo, a commercial for it, and a picture of a couple of the Rugrats holding a Splat logo. And so we do pretty much know it's a channel because on their Facebook they have a thing that says TV Network on it. So that's how we know. But we don't know if it's going to be a completely new network yet, or if it's going to be replacing T-Nick, or T-Nick rebranding, and that's what some of us think. But we don't know yet. So, but what are they going to be showing on this? We don't know. I mean, it is going to be pretty obvious. They'll show Rugrats, they'll show Hey Arnold, they'll probably show Kenan and Kel. But what else other than all that 90s programming? Well, what about the 90s programming that they haven't showed on T-Nick yet? The Adventures of Pete and Pete. Are You Afraid of the Dark? They have shown it, but not a lot. Salute Your Shorts. My Brother and Me, which is a show I don't remember at all, but maybe even in the early morning they could have some old Nick Jr. programming. I do think they actually showed old Nick Jr. shows on the Nick Jr. channel, but I'm not completely sure because I don't watch it. But what about also 80s programming? Maybe Double Dare, or You Can't Do That on Television? That would be pretty good. That could be helpful for the 80s kids. Maybe even a couple 2000 shows. I mean, I wouldn't mind you seeing some Danny Phantom, Avatar, Drake and Josh. What else? I really can't think of anything off the top of my head, but shows like that. Maybe even the first few seasons of SpongeBob, but not anything beyond Season 4. Because for me, Season 4 is the turning point. The first 3 seasons are great. The 4th season, it's watchable. Then after that, I've heard good things about Season 10 so far, I think, but I haven't watched it yet, but I'll try to get around to it at one point. But this is pretty big news, and I kind of wonder if they're going to show the reboot of the show on this channel. I hope not. I think that would be a terrible idea, but because I think they should show it on regular Nick, because I'm guessing like Teen Nick, this network won't be on everyone's cable box show, and I think they should show it on the older, on the regular Nick, because then everyone can see it. You can get a whole new kid audience who pretty much never saw the originals, and then once they see this, they may want to go back and watch the original, because I'm pretty sure some people who may have first saw Space Jam went back to go and see the original Looney Tunes. So I think they should show it on the original Nick, not the Splat thing. But we don't know when this is coming. It just said the Splat is coming. It could be coming in a month. It could be coming in December. It could be coming next year. We don't know yet. So we just have to be patient. Check their updates on lose my voice now on Facebook and everything. So it's probably include this video. You probably noticed this isn't in my usual room, but I like to switch it up now a little just to make it more different and unique. But sorry if it's dark in here and everything, but we only have one line here, and everything, but so we'll go and just look up information on that and everything. Maybe I'll post updates once in a while. Then I'll give my opinion once it's released and what it's like. So just stay tuned and thanks for watching. Have a good day.